Hello everyone, my name is engineer Ayush Gupta. Here we are learning a React. So React in 10 minutes. So it cannot be possible we learn everything and every concept in React in 10 minutes, but I will explain the major concept that will be used in daily life and we can deal in the our based small application that we use a small concept in daily life. So first, what is React? So everyone know React is a JavaScript library for building a user interface. For front end, we are using basically we Facebook created in there some dummy project because we in React side we can handle single page application very easily manner. So how we handle via virtual DOM. So this is the basic definition of React. So why React? React is reusable component, fast update through virtual DOM, and there's lots of job and easy to integrate with backend API. What backend API is like REST API, GraphQL. In in the playlist, I will explain more about GraphQL in further videos. So easily integrate with GraphQL backend APIs. So now React components. React components is also very important. Basically, everything in React is a component, and either they are two component, functional component and class component. And actually right now we are just in React 19.2. After React 16 version, everything is a functional component. So majorly in our day-to-day application we are using functional component. So what is a functional component? So function component we are generally denoted by this function hello and return something function, and either we can use by arrow function. Now, what is JX? JX is very important in React. So it is a JavaScript XML. It is a combination of HTML and JavaScript. In JavaScript, we can pass HTML simply. We call JX. Also, there is a TX is TypeScript XML. In TypeScript plus HTML. In TypeScript, we can pass HTML. So now, what is a prop? Prop and state is one other topic that is very used in day-to-day life. Prop is data passed to the component, and state is what is state? Component own data is called state. So there is a two difference. Prop is data passed to the component, and state is component own data. I will explain by example in ChatGPT. Is like here we functional component is there, hello something curly braces. In Angular is a string interpolation. You if you are from Angular side, so this is just like that. But here we are use understanding the prop is property. If prop is some data is coming, so it is used in like that manner. So it will usage will be like that. Understood? So up we are understand the state. What state is? Basically function counter. State is very important. In further videos I will explain React hooks. React hook is very basic thing in the React. Everything we are dealing in the web application is based on upon hooks, and hook is totally depend on state. State's own data, component own data is called state. So what is here? Use state is some React hook one of the React hooks. So this is function counter and set counter, and use state by default is zero. What is like we are making how much person like a video. So count is a zero, and set count is a value that is updating every time. So zero we are updating initial value. Return count and button on click. Set count plus one and increase something like, as I already told, set count is a function that is updating count plus one. Zero is value of count and it's updating on the click of that uh, one on click on the function. So this is the state example by using reuse state hook. I will explain deeply in React hook further videos. Now we are understanding events very one of the important topics in React. Events in something like we are in client server architecture. Like one user is updating something, another user is updating something. One user want hit some data, and that same data will show to another user. So how this is happening is by events. So this is a basic definition I give. So now React uses camel case events, like on, button on click, handle click, click me. So this is click me. I will explain more in further videos in by diagram and app diagram, but I will explain the basic term of events. Like what is here is camel case is very small thing. H is small and C is capital. Something like that they're telling, but I will explaining deep in my further videos. I will create a playlist for this. So just introduction part of what we are learning. Use effect, and use state, two small big topic you can write down in day-to-day application. So used for a side effects, like something side effect is there in the React. If some button, something is asynchronously work, and something is changed, so we can provide the side effect, the API call and lifecycle mainly. um, Already asynchronous way. So now we are understanding another important topic is React app structure. So SRC, app.js, index.js, and component. Index.js is the render the app, is the entry point where the app is there. React DOM dot create root, document dot get element by root dot render. This is the line you can see in every React project. You can mention index.js, and now we are reacting one line is component jx, and props, state, and hooks. Any hooks I will explain. What next? React interview question I will explain, and React hooking 10 minutes. A small project I will make, and React to Angular and Vue is very common topics. Remaining 2 minutes, I will explain React Hook also. What is React Hook? React Hook let your state and lifecycle feature in a functional component. Like what button use state is doing in that use state, on click, that use state create a value. So it is like using state and lifecycle feature in functional component. It become it more reliant of the functional component. Why hook cleaner code, less boilerplate, and reusable logic, easy to understand the class. After React 16 version, we are using functional component by hook very easy manner. And now most important, as already discussed, use state management. We already described this example, or and I will explain more in my further playlist. Use effect, life cycle and side effect, API call, component mount and unmount updates. So compound did mount, and a run on stage, what is happening, and clean up compound. So all this stage we can mention this, this is API is happening, so this data is there in that stage. So if we just print that data, so we know that API call is asynchronously where is happening. So use context is global data, avoid property drilling. Like we can say theme context, react dot create context, function app return theme context dot provide value dark child, theme context dot provide function child constant theme, use context theme context, and return p theme. So theme is there, so theme is valuing the values. So value will be dark, and that will be happening, and that's the thing we are learning. In the further step I will explain more. Right now we have a 10 minutes, so just explaining the syllabus what we are further learning in this playlist. Use ref and dom and mutable values, Also